Welcome back, pop stars!
Welcome back.
I'm RIZZO.
I'm Benji.
And tonight, what are we doing?
Tonight, we are doing the long-awaited and long-requested Q&A.
That's right. You guys wanted to know who we are, and we don't want to tell you. Okay, goodbye. Are you nervous at all?
No, I'm an open book, you guys.
You're an open book.
Yeah.
I basically wanted to say you don't deserve to know that. So this is me opening up, guys.
We're going to start with an establishing question.
Okay, what's the establishing question?
The question is from Vivica and probably a few more of you. What made you want to start your channel? How long have you known each other? What do you want to...
That's two questions already. Bro, I don't even know how we started. We did a web series together that I directed and you started.
Catchphrase, batches!
And then I tried something called Shuffle Cinema.
That was a game that we tended to play. That was a lot of fun.
But it was very hard to edit with no reward. AKA
no one watching.
We wanted to do a podcast because we wanted to talk about movies. And then once again, nobody was watching or listening. Had we suggested reactions before?
Yeah, so we were like, we'll do podcasts and what else will go with that. And
We've been attempting something else.
Yeah, we're like, we'll do reactions and maybe we'll do like reviews. And then our first foray into doing a reaction did really well. And we were like, okay, maybe we can like do more of this. And then it did really well. And then we said, let's just stick with this for now.
Yeah, well, for me, I uploaded the reaction, didn't think anyone was going to watch it.
Yeah, that was kind of the trend.
I was on set working and I start to check in on our YouTube and I start to see like stuff's coming in, like people are watching it. And then I posted, because I posted it to Reddit and then I posted it to our Instagram, and then we actually got one of the main actresses from Teenage Bounty Hunters. She responded to us, and that's when I was like, we made it, Mom!
And how long have we known each other? Do you know?
I don't remember. It was like
9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
Here's the one question everyone else wants to know. Who's your favorite character from Bridgerton?
I think we all know who our favorite character is.
We know who our favorite character is.
How did you guys meet? Merlin the Tavern and also a lot of other people.
My mom had an acting class, and my mom knew his mom, and he ended up coming to my acting class. My mom's acting class.
Yes. And they were very weird at the door, but I still went in, and I wasn't
What's the
murdered.
story, Benji?
The story, just really quickly, was that I walked up to their door the first day, and his mom answered, and I was like, hey, I'm Benji, I'm here for acting class, and she said, your name is Benji? And I said, yeah. And she goes, hold on a second, and walks in, and brings Josiah back and goes, his name is Benji. And you go, your name is Benji? And I was like, yeah. And you go, and then walked away. And no one explained it to me. And over the course of the next few months, I figured out that he had already done a short film or full film.
I had done a feature film.
And like a comic relief character was named Benji. Yeah!
Here's one. I think we should get this out of the way. This one from Lauren Sansom. I bet she's a Sansom lady. Lauren asks, how do you decide what to watch? Is it a combination of asking the fans, or do you choose something that tickles your fancy in the moment? Love you guys. Your work is amazing and your sense of humor is gold. I'm going to answer that right off the bat. We do what we want.
I read everyone's suggestions and I advocate.
There's a lot of factors. Like, is it going to give a funny reaction? Mm-hmm. Is it entertaining to watch regardless? Is it easy to understand? We tend...
Because since we cut it up and condense it, it's like, hopefully it's like not complicated.
I want something that people can kind of jump in on and enjoy regardless. And then there really is just that kind of tickle, like...
I was about to say, yeah.
Both us felt Teenage Bounty Hunters. We knew it.
Yeah, and that's why I was so upset when he watched it without me, because I was like, now you know that is a show that we would have watched together.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, Bridgerton, as soon as I saw the trailer for that, I saw 5 seconds of the trailer, paused, and went, hey, have you heard about this?
And I was like, yes, I'm planning on watching it.
So.
Yeah, from Driazia, probably. Sorry if I got that wrong. If you two were Eloise and Penelope, who would be which character? And how would your Eloise react to finding out that the other person is Lady Whistledown? Tell us the drama that would ensue.
Ooh.
I know, hands down, that I'm Penelope. No question.
You're Penelope?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like an Eloise.
Yeah.
I would be confused if you were the one that dragged your own family through the dirt. You know, I would be like...
Petty game strong.
I'd be super shocked. That's the drama. I'd be like, the fuck is it? You made me feel bad for your shit. You know what? You can zip that right up and toss it out.
You're very sassy, Eloise.
Hey, I got shit to do with the queen. You know what I'm saying? Got a spin-off. It's canceled for now.
It'll come back.
It'll come back.
I feel like they'll get together again in season 2. We're hoping.
This is from B959695. And B959695 asks, why the name Pink Popcast? Well,
that's a funny story.
It's a long story.
So obviously we started this channel as a podcast and we went a long time trying to figure out a name, but we kept coming back to On Wednesdays We Wear Pink.
Yeah.
Which is what we really...
It felt perfect because it was like, when do we do it? And what do we do? And then it's also about movie. It was like, On Wednesdays We Wear Pink. It's from a movie.
A movie that we both enjoy a lot and that has impacted culture a lot. We finally decided on that, but that obviously is a really long name for anything.
On Wednesdays We Wear Pink.
So we were like, so let's just name ourselves the Pink Podcast. But guess what? Already exists. So we decided to be the Pink Popcast.
Pop is in P.
And that is how that was born. This one is from Carla Oliveira, and she asks, what are your favorite movies or series of all time?
Pirates of the Caribbean. Those first 3 films are pure treasure. And if anyone says otherwise, then apparently they don't like big, beautifully directed, costumed, and acted epics. I'm sorry. You just want boring ass, the same Marvel film you've seen 500 times. End rant. Pirates of the Caribbean's a good movie. It's not perfect, but it's not worse than Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway.
Nobody said it was.
I'm just...
Movie series, I will say. High School Musical series. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all get it. High School Musical 1, 2, and 3. And the Sharpay movie. If y'all haven't seen it, treat yourself. Because when they were talking about having a High School Musical 4, I was like so excited. And then they were like, oh, but actually, Ashley Tisdale might not sign on for a High School Musical 4. And I was like, well, then shit, why are you making the movie? And then cut to, they were like, actually, there's not going to be a High School Musical 4. There's going to be a Sharpay spinoff. And I said, oh my God, I can't deal with this. So, love that series. That's my all-time favorite.
That's good. What about TV series?
TV series would be Glee.
Glee?
Yeah. I wonder why. It's the same thing.
That's hard for me. Favorite TV series, you've got Community, you've got Parks and Rec, Breaking Bad, for me, obviously. It would have to be probably like Community or Parks and Rec. I'm going to say Community. I'm going to say Community for now. Soft hold on Community.
Soft hold.
What's one show or movie, no matter how much money someone says they'd pay you, that you never ever watch again because it's trash?
$1 Million Baby. I read this question like 6 times and I never had an answer. And then as soon as you read it out loud, I was like, oh right, I fucking hated that movie.
Wow. I'd still watch someone's paying me money, but...
If somebody's paying me enough money, I'll watch anything.
I mean, yes, but hypothetically, if the one film that I think is trash, Titanic.
Oh my God. He's the worst, you guys. Why do you watch him? CB asks, what's your favorite Mean Girls character? CB asks, because on Wednesdays we wear pink.
Gretchen Wieners.
Yeah.
Well, are we really?
I think we agree on that.
Oh shit. I mean, I love all of them. Like,
Yeah.
no, nothing against any, but like, she's the only one where I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's actually her. Like,
she's just
I don't think she's acting.
so
yo.
wonderfully neurotic that you're like, oh, honey.
You were supposed to call me last night.
But also Regina George.
Aisha B asks, when you were in high school, what were your life plans and how have they changed? Oh, honey. Oh boy, have they changed. I thought I was going to be a multimillionaire director with a studio by the age of 18.
Knowledge! I thought I'd be married to a woman with a kid by 25.
Oh.
That changed. And I definitely went to college for to be a doctor. I was pre-med for 1 semester.
Wait, were you really?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that changed a lot.
I know you've said that before. I just don't listen to you all the time.
Oh, no, I know. Ellie H asks, if you could spend a day in any film/show or book universe, what would it be and why? Love the reactions, Blaze. Thanks.
Oh, no. I can't think of one off the top of my head.
I'm pretty sure, because I've seen, like, the little, like, memes where it, like, is like, oh, choose between these worlds.
Okay.
You know, Harry Potter, Narnia, Middle Earth, Neverland, like, stuff like that.
I know. It's
Pirates.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, it's
Like
like it's my
scurvy.
favorite movie, but fuck if I'd ever lived there. I have an answer. I would live in Neverland. Out of all the options, it seems first off like the least dangerous. Like it just seems pretty chill. Obviously, Captain Hook is there, but I feel like he has a personal vendetta against Peter Pan, so I think I'd be in the clear. Think about it. You could fly. It's sunny there all the time. Like they have their little zones. They have like you can go hang out with the native people. Like it's like a whole world. There's mermaids. I think we're done. Like, that's it. Let's go.
Mine's kind of economical like that, too. It's like, most bang for your buck. Toss up between the old 90s action film Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where you're able to go into the movies.
Oh, my God. I've seen that movie so many times because of my little brother.
Really?
Yeah.
So either that one or, like, the Lego movie, where it's like you have
fun.
all the different worlds.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be really fun.
Yeah.
You could be, like, in Cowboy Land and Space Land. You could be Batman.
Yes.
Honestly, Lego movie is where it's at.
I was
dude.
going to say, I think Lego movie's a good choice for you.
That sounds awesome.
And then also, you never age in Neverland, so.
You never age as a
toy,
Lego.
as a plastic toy.
There
Exactly.
you go. So Strange Turtle, which turtle isn't, asks, do you feel like reacting to a movie or show lessens you
Your overall enjoyment.
because you're always conscious of the camera? I always wonder about this with other channels too. What do you feel?
So it's a little bit different. Like, I feel like.
I can say it's hard to turn off when we're not on camera.
Yeah.
Especially when we're hanging out with our friends, with our 2 or 3 friends, because we're still keeping it socially safe.
Yes. I will say one perk of this, though, is that a lot of times when we're watching things, you will get distracted and get on your phone, and you miss moments to laugh together. And I think with this, it's great because we can't be on our phones. We need to pay attention.
Yeah.
And we really get to, like, connect on a lot of the...
I miss eating food. That's like...
Yeah, because that's the thing is, like, we're both really big about anytime we eat, we will not take our first bite until something is playing.
To the point where it's detrimental. I've literally let food get cold for 30 minutes, scrolling through Netflix to watch something.
See, but that's why you always have to have a show. I'm watching Will and Grace on Hulu right now and Hannah Montana on Disney+. So
And I'm watching The Simpsons.
yeah, so it's like you always have that thing to go to, so it's like you don't have to get your food cold. So next one, Shima Ben Rizzo, again, sorry if that's wrong, says, what do you love and dislike in each other? I will say the one thing that has been bugging me recently is that when I suggest something and then like a week later, you're like, hey, we should do this. Like, I just thought of it. And I'm like, no, you didn't. I said it 2 weeks ago.
You know what I find annoying?
No, you know what I find annoying?
You'll
That.
You'll push shit. Yes, you'll just stubbornly do things.
I like to poke.
And then I just at a certain point I'm like, are you just doing this just to spite me?
I mean, we had a whole 30-minute argument.
I think it was longer than 30 minutes.
A month ago. It's almost an hour.
We had an hour-long argument about what was it?
Pizza etiquette.
Pizza etiquette, because this guy. No.
We don't have to get into it. We don't have to get into it. We resolved it, and we are much better for it. Which can lead me into what I like about you. I do appreciate that you're very willing to listen and work on yourself, if that makes sense. You're not like a stubborn I mean, you can be like, I do what I want, but overall, if I'm like, this bothered me, you'll be like, I'm sorry, what do we, we're both really good about.
I was gonna say, that was honestly the thing. I was because I wouldn't have hung out with you. As soon as I talk with you, you're able to take it, process it, and and
be like, hey, what are we gonna do to change that?
So that I always appreciate the fact that you're able to take kind of what I've said and actually listen. Mm-hmm. But I've also had to make sure that I'm not just an asshole and
and that you can do the same thing, which I do. I appreciate that. So look at that.
That's what I like about you.
I also hate the fact that he likes Twilight.
Well, I hate the fact that you hate Titanic.
I hate the fact that your favorite movies have the worst and most toxic relationships in them.
Well, it's probably why I'm single. What about you? What's your excuse, Mr. Healthy Relationships?
Nano Bonbon asks, are you actors? What is your educational background? Your take on storytelling is so clear and interesting.
I was pre-med for 1 semester, and I'll
Yeah, you already
never
said
let
that.
anyone forget it.
I was homeschooled for all my life. I'm always shocked by how good at telling stories or understanding story structures you are. Yes, you're an actor, but it's like you never said anything about writing or doing things, and yet constantly you'll be like, this is gonna happen, and then this will happen, and then this is the character arc. And I'm like, how did you know that?
I watch a lot of TV. Aaron's Geekery asks, it's a fun name, who's your least favorite Disney character and why? I don't like Sebastian. As a kid, I could not stand him. I thought he was such a little kiss-ass, little pissant, like suck up, and he was ruining all of Ariel's fun. I still don't like the song Under the Sea because he's singing it. Like, I just always, it was just like, the story was like, we're Ariel, we're adventurous, we're in love, and we're trying to get to the surface, and then he's just here like pushing us down back under the water and saying, no, you want to be here. That's what I heard when I heard that song. It surprises me when people like it. So
I had 3 possible responses, all from the same movie. I almost answered Megara from Hercules. I just find her song annoying because everyone who always sings it, I just cringe when I hear that song being sung. But then I was like, I don't really like Hercules either because I think he's just like, I don't care about his story. Then,
hold on, my eyes just rolled across the floor.
I realized the real person I hate more than anyone in that freaking movie
I already know.
is freaking Zeus. And I'm not gonna rant about it. I just think that he's a self-satisfied, smug, entitled piece of shit god who in this universe, and don't come at me with this, well, in the Greek mythology, no. In the universe of Disney's Hercules, he has no reason to have regulated his brother all the way down to the bottom. The only reason he has, and the only reason all of them have is because, oh, he looks weird. Hades is ugly and looks weird. I guess we should treat him like dirt. No, screw you. You guys are entitled pieces of shit.
If you want to check out our podcast, we had a debate about that. It's not on the YouTube channel anymore, but it is still available on like Spotify and stuff. So,
Ashley H asks, what's an item from your childhoods that makes you warm and fuzzy inside when you think of it? We could all use some feel-good nostalgia these days.
So I had a baton it was like a glitter baton. That was like, It was like 2 red like rubber ends, and then the middle was clear and it was filled with water, and it just had like multicolored glitter in it.
I feel like I know that was a thing that people could buy. It wasn't just...
Yeah, it was like probably like Walmart or something.
I've seen it.
I was obsessed with it, and I don't know where it is.
Oh, that's sad. A lot of times my dad and I would go to Johnny Rockets at the Arlington Mall in Texas, which is closed down. Mm-hmm. We'd go to the Arlington Mall. We would get a milkshake at Johnny Rockets, a milkshake and fries. My dad and I would talk, we'd have fun, and then sometimes we would go see a movie. I remember we did that, and we went and saw Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events at the AMC Mall. Or sometimes we'd go to the ice skate rink. So basically, the whole park small
is your item.
Yeah. I claim it all. I can't think of a question, LOL, but I just wanted to say y'all are my new favorite. Can't wait to see more content. Whitney G. I just wanted to highlight her because I see her name a lot.
Oh, thank you, Whitney.
So thanks, Whitney. Indubitably, Kendra asks, what's a meme that makes you laugh uncontrollably? I have so many.
That's hard. Like, I feel like
the first one that popped in my head was the Oprah did 9/11 Vine.
Bush did 9/11. Cheney did 9/11. Oprah did 9/11.
That never fails to make me laugh.
It's a Vine, though.
It's a meme. It's still like, Vines are memes.
Okay.
Boomer humor. I hate my wife. Millennials. I hate my life. Gen Z. Hand over your money. This is a strawberry. It's so stupid.
So, laughing uncontrollably. I'm gonna say. This one's pretty funny. when you bite your prey and it says, harder, daddy. And this lion is like, Next question from Fab4. When are you guys watching The Haunting of Hill House?
Oh, when are we watching it, Benji?
Well, we'll be watching it this Wednesday, 8/7 Central, only on Disney Channel.
Which will be a week from today, because this was premiering on Wednesday.
It'll be this coming Wednesday, 8/7 Central, only on Disney Channel.
Asha Overstreet asks, what kind of character would you like to play in a film or TV show? My answer, honestly, is the same as my favorite movie. I would love to be in a Pirates film. Anything with like swords, swashbuckling, like, you know, muskets. I think that whole era is fun, the costumes, and especially up until Bridgerton, especially like before then, someone of my skin color, like I would love to play like kind of like a more dirty, kind of like grunt type character, like a Peaky Blinders, like, you know, you're just like fucking trying to make yourself.
Oh, so like not the in charge person.
Not the in charge. You want like someone like the scrappy person who's got to make a name for themselves. That would be fun to play, especially in like a Pirates movie.
I love period pieces. So I would want to be in something like Bridgerton, but I would want to be a prince. Bridgerton or like Versailles or Tudors or something, and I just want to wear a crown and wear fancy stuff.
Wow, if that could not be more
opposite,
like, or more telling of our personalities. Like I just want to be like, oh, like gritty,
grungy, like swashbuckling, and I'm like, I want to sit in a palace.
Lily House asked, do you guys like musicals? I love them, so I just need to know if y'all do.
I love a lot of musicals. I love Greatest Showman. I love other musicals that aren't coming to my head.
You like so many musicals.
Mainly though, I like songs from a lot of musicals because Glee has taught me a lot of songs from musicals I haven't seen. Not everyone in this room feels the same way.
My favorite musical is South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, and I don't say that ironically.
It's not a musical.
It is a musical, and I would argue that it's more. It's structurally, it's a better musical than Frozen. Come at me in the comments.
I plan to.
South Park weaves its themes through almost every single song and the score, and brings things back, reprises it, bro. La Resistance, that's a banger.
We got a lot of questions from Ramil Zamora, and we're gonna try to knock these out real quick.
Lightning round.
Would you rather hang out with Penelope or Eloise?
Eloise.
Penelope. Eloise is kind of fun though. This is hard.
Keep going.
Would you rather go on a date with Duke Simon or Prince Friedrich? Prince Friedrich.
Eloise.
Would you rather have as a godmother, Lady Danbury or the Queen?
Lady Danbury. Duh.
Who would you rather have for a sister, Daphne or Marina? Daphne, because she raises my station.
Marina is the pregnant one?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, pregnant one. I'd help her out.
Oh, that's sweet.
Who would you rather get drunk with, Duke Simon or Anthony? Anthony's the brother?
Anthony's the gay brother? The older brother?
Older brother. Duke.
Anthony seems like he could have a good time.
Oh.
Who would you rather have for a brother, Anthony, Benedict, or Colin?
Benedict.
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 Yeah. Benedict seems fun.
Yeah.
He's more of an artistic soul, which
we get along with.
So who would you rather have your moms to be friends with? Viscount Violet Bridgerton or the Featherington mom?
Ooh, Viscount Violet Bridgerton, no question.
Yeah. And would you rather borrow dresses from the Featherington sisters or Cressida?
Featheringtons.
Yes.
Got a full rainbow in that.
Yeah, there's
in that wardrobe.
A lot of options there, and their jewelry is like on point.
Phoebe Higginson asks, what is the best piece of advice you've ever been given? Also, teleportation or flying, loving the content. Guys, keep up the good work.
It depends on the world. Do other people have powers? Because if other people have powers, I will fly. But if other people don't have powers, then I will teleport. Because teleporting won't get me Teleporting won't get me
caught,
dissected by the government. Whereas like flying will. But flying would be more fun in a world where other people have powers.
Flying. I've only ever wanted to fly.
Yeah, but if you fly right now, you're gonna get
good death.
I don't care. I've had fun, you know?
What's the best piece of advice I've ever been given? I worked with a cinematographer. Hey, Nick, shout out. You're not going to watch this. Especially as someone who has ADHD and sometimes can freak out about like directing and thinking I don't know what I'm doing. Best thing he ever gave me was, what do you want the audience to feel and how do you want to feel in the scene, or how are the characters feel? Basically just, what is blank feeling in this scene? And it's helped me countless times when I'm stuck writing a scene or when I'm stuck directing, when I don't know how to explain to someone how I want it to be shot. I can just think to myself, this is how I want it to feel, and they'll go, great. This is what lens we'll use, or this, or what the costumes will be. And I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
Best advice I've ever been given.
The advice that I got that I try to live by every day is, life's what you make it, so let's make it rock. Life's what you make it, so come on. Come on, everybody now. Let's celebrate it. Join in, everyone. You decide.
What's
Because
that
life's
from?
what you make it.
Is that from Camp Rock?
No, it's Hannah Montana.
Oh.
Life is what you make it.
Next question is from Carly Knight. Did you guys get along right away, or was it a slow build to an amazing friendship? We're still working on the build to an amazing
Well,
friendship.
it wasn't even like we didn't get along right
So
away.
here's the thing. We got along well, but we're both we're both pretty personable people.
Yeah.
So it's like getting along with people isn't necessarily an issue for me.
No.
It's just how close do I get with people? Definitely before I moved out here to LA, you were one of my best friends. I would have definitely said you were one of my best friends.
Oh.
Yeah. And then moving out here, easily after the first year, I was like, that's my best friend. And then cut to, 3 or 4 years later, you were like, wow, I was just thinking the other day how, like, you're, like, my best friend now. And I was like,
Now?
you just put that together? I've been on this track for 4 years already. Like, welcome to the fucking party, bro.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Tessie Liz asks, did you expect the Bridgerton videos to blow up as much as they did? I love you guys.
I absolutely did not. I had no clue, and
Yeah.
I was blown away with how well they did.
I wasn't expecting it to be as big, but I was expecting it to be bigger than our previous stuff.
I wasn't necessarily expecting that, but I just feel like when we were talking about it before, you were like, oh yeah, I expected it. And I was like,
Giving an honest answer
I was
now.
like, hold on. You're like, no, I thought so. And I was like, you thought that the first video would get 100,000 views. And you're like, I thought it was a possibility. And I was like, no! Sean Sully asks, who's older between the two of you? And what are y'all's zodiac signs?
Well, Benji will say that he's 23 years old.
And I am.
I will be 30 on November 11th, which makes me...
A Scorpio. Don't admit that to people, that you're almost 30.
Almost 30, y'all.
My birthday's September 23rd, so I'm a Libra.
And how old will you be?
I will be 23 this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been 23 for
For
about...
a few times. I've got a
about
couple times, once or
7,
twice. Nah,
6
no,
years?
once. Just once.
So Emma asks, what's a movie that you'd like to see a remake of? I've always wanted to see a Leica stop motion style remake of The Grinch. I always thought that would be kind of the perfect vibe for that. I actually ended up liking the Benaldil Switcher Snap movie, his version of The Grinch. I ended up liking kind of what they did with his character, but I still think that movie was way too bright, sunshiny, and like generic animation. I would have loved to see it in like a dark, like creepy, stop motion-y world. I think that would have been really cool.
I would like to see them remake Sharknado, but actually good. Keith says, Benji be looking kind of familiar. Where would we know you from?
Back of a milk carton.
RIZZO stole me 9 years ago, and my parents have been looking for me ever since. Send help. I had a little 3-second cameo on Dear White People, so I'm kind of famous. Tessie Liz asks, who does the editing / adding all the iconic references? I will do the first pass where I cut down as much of the video as I can, and then I'll add in whatever references make me laugh, and then when he takes the last piece of it and finishes out and does all the zooms and the fun and the camera shakes and all that stuff, then he adds all of his references that he thinks are funny, and that's our editing process.
And it's good too, because there's stuff like I never would have thought of that you put in.
Same. I think my favorite reference in there is one that you put in.
Which one?
The one on Bly Manor when they did the
The word was
murder. I was gonna say my favorite that you've put in was the Willy Wonka tossing.
I love that one.
For you.
That one made me laugh
God.
out loud.
Yeah,
when
I like.
saw it.
It's funny because like my references make me laugh a lot, and your references make you laugh a lot. But the ones that we put in, like when we see them, make us laugh harder because we weren't seeing.
Right,
didn't see
we
them
weren't
coming.
expecting it.
Yeah.
My
so.
personal favorite reference are anytime I get to put in the wanna smash bird.
Wanna smash.
Let me smash.
Leandra Hurd asks, I think I would love some pink, a pink Popcast shade of pink. Should we expect a merchandise line? I want a pink Popcast throw. Should we expect a merchandise line, Benji?
Absolutely. We've said it a few times,
And we'll keep saying it.
We'll keep saying it until it happens. Yes, and expect to throw and maybe like some pajama bottoms or something.
That would be fun.
Did you guys go to college? Yes, I was pre-med for 1 semester.
Oh my God, Oreo.
If you were Daphne's friend, what advice would you have given her, and who would you suggest that she marries? I mean,
I think we know what advice we'd give her.
communicate! And we would have told her to marry the prince.
Marry the prince. Buttercup914 asks, what combination of 3 characters from any movie, show, book, play, cartoon would best describe your personalities? It's kind of a weird mix. I would say Rami from the show Rami.
What show is that?
It's a show Rami. If you know, you know. And I'm sorry. Tina Belcher from Bob's Burgers.
Nice.
And Bugs Bunny. I would say those are my personalities. I would love to be able to say that it's more like TJ Detweiler and like Jack Sparrow, but it's more like the other characters.
Sharpay Evans, Catherine Pierce, and Baby Yoda.
Who's Catherine Pierce?
Please, I'm Catherine Pierce. I'm a survivor.
Starfire Gabby asks, what is your character on Big Mouth?
Oh, God.
Mine is absolutely Caleb. I love Caleb. I think he's so funny.
Angry.
Oh, God, I hate saying this, but I feel like Jay Bilzerian is the one that he looks like me.
Love dies. Let's bury the body together.
Stop quoting your dad's law commercial.
Libya Zara asks again, are you guys into Vines?
Yes, sometimes.
Oh my goodness. This guy will watch the same Vine compilations. Sorry, the Vine compilations aren't the same. Just all the Vines in every compilation is the same.
Hello?
And he will watch them over and over again. I've seen and learned more Vines just watching compilations with him than I ever did actually being on Vine.
Yeah! Jai Bear asks, who are some unknown artists you think everyone should know of, or movies that aren't popular that you adore with your whole soul? One of my all-time top 5 favorite movies is Steve Carell's Dan in Real Life. It came out in 2007, and it's about a widowed father of 3 daughters who goes on vacation with his family, and some love shenanigans ensues.
You are a murderer of love!
Just watch it. Don't watch the trailer. Let it surprise you. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, and I push it on anybody who will watch it. I'm a pusher, Katie. I push things.
And now I'm gonna push you.
Honestly, a movie that is not very popular that I like a lot is called GBF. And it's a really cheesy high school film about a kid that basically gets outed, and then he gets kind of adopted by the 3 most popular girls in school who are using him to boost their popularity so that they can become prom queen. It's just a funny, cute, stupid movie that comments on gays being used as accessories and not people.
What gay stuff do you like? I'm into comics.
That's not gay.
Who are your celebrity crushes?
Boy, they all look exactly the same. We got Catherine Zeta-Jones, Nina Dobrev, Victoria Justice, Priyanka Chopra. Pretty much all look exactly the fucking same.
There is very much a type there that is being built. So if you look like any of those, go ahead and block him because he's coming at you.
Whoa!
It's gonna be like message him, and I was like, let me turn this into a joke. Oh, celebrity crushes for me.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry.
I know one.
Yeah. I mean,
I know the one who started it all.
The one who started
The one
it
who
all.
said, hey, maybe boys.
Maybe you're thinking about something else.
It's right here.
I mean,
What's he wearing? Nothing.
Nothing. He's wearing. This is what started
cream.
This is what started my puberty. Chris Evans, Shawn Mendes is up there now. Ian Somerhalder from Vampire Diaries.
Oh,
I feel like
Ana de Armas.
What's that?
The Knives Out.
Oh, I was like, it sounded like a.
Honestly, though, we could go on for a while. Ana de Armas got Helen Mirren. We're gonna mix it up. Got Jamie Lee Curtis is up there.
I mean, what's his face that I was like
Viola Davis
sleeping on so hard from Parent Trap.
Dennis Quaid?
Dennis Quaid, y'all. Like, I missed that train. I'm sorry, but damn. Matt Bomer. Duh. I'm trying to not celebrity crush right now because I want to. I need to have realistic crushes, and I'm not really good at that. So that's just something I'm working on within myself, you guys.
Yeah.
Improvement.
Last question on our YouTube. Layla Kiani asks, what movie or TV show do you love that is so horribly stupid that it's actually good?
If I enjoy something, then it's not stupid. So it's kind of hard for me to be like, oh, that's so stupid. I'm like, no. Well, I did just say that GBF was kind of stupid, didn't I?
Yeah. I used to say otherwise, but the cold hard fact is I fucking love The Cat in the Hat. It's one of the worst movies ever. It is a travesty, and it spits on the grave of Dr. Seuss himself, but it is freaking hilarious. I can quote the shit out of that movie, and it is a good time had by all, except for Dr. Seuss, because it is terrible.
Dirty hoe. I'm sorry, baby. I love you.
I did not like that movie, but watching it again recently, I was like, damn if I don't know this movie so freaking well.
Chocolate Thunder!
And actually laugh at it, because I'm like, I wouldn't say that I like the movie, but there are some quotable ass moments in there that I still quote all the time. So yeah. And I loved that for a while. You were like, oh, I hate that movie. I hate that movie. And then we watched it together one time. And I was like, you realize you laughed the entire time. I'll kill you. And it looked like a bloody accident.
So Tink _
Herbel.
She asks, will 2021 be Fetch? Is Fetch ever going to happen?
Fetch is not going to happen, and I think we all know that.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
But 2021 would technically be Fetch if Fetch was a thing. Selena Ciara Perez asks, if you could be a background character in any movie and TV show, what would it be?
I would be Abed as a background actor in Cougar Town in Community, having to go to the bathroom and getting too into character, and then being depressed when they call cut.
What? Am I making any sense to you?
Perfect sense.
And I would be Phoebe on the background of Days of Our Lives with Joey.
Yes.
Reading way too far into each character and not being able to get out of it.
Hang in there, man with eye patch. Your tray is coming.
Sitcom references.
Boom.
Ivana Layton asks, now Ivana is a personal friend of mine. She asks, what are you reacting to next? How does the rapid growth over the last month make you feel? What's Benji's favorite food? Are you and Benji close best friends? Can we have bloopers? Single? Ivana.
Sounds like 12 questions.
I'm going to ask you, do you have a life? Are you okay? Do you need friends? All right. Well, that was
fun. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot more fun than I was expecting. I guess I don't know what I was expecting.
I don't know, because I told you, I was like, we should do a Q&A. Everybody's asking. It'll be fun.
You are the one who spearheaded this, by the way. You should thank Benji.
I advocate for you guys, okay?
Make sure that you're following, commenting, and subscribing on our channel. Hit the bell for notifications.
And maybe leave some comments of more fun and interesting questions now that we've got kind of the base questionnaire.
Yeah, now that you know who we are.
Some really tough would you rathers.
Yeah.
Would be a lot of fun.
So comment those below, because we might tackle those in a Patreon video. We are working to get a Patreon up and running. I also want to give you a heads up. This Saturday, Benji's making me watch the Twilight films. So we're starting with Twilight 1 this Saturday, 8 p.m.
And then next Wednesday.
That's a week from today.
This coming Wednesday, we are starting Hill House.
Ooh. So that's two new movies. Count of 2 new things to look out for.
War. We're in the midst of 2 wars.
And until then, I'm RIZZO.
I'm Benji.
And that's all for now.
So, sweet dreams, pop stars.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink